Everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome to a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far, and it's just a blessing to be alive today. It's a blessing to do another episode of Sports News Flash at 12. I love doing this, guys. I love doing it. No money can replace that. I love it. I love it. And it's a joy to provide you guys with sports news and information. Unfortunately, we're going to kick off this episode with some very sad and heartbreaking news. It's always tough to hear news about someone passing away when it's during the holidays. A tragic plane crash in Statesville, North Carolina. Former NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, who was 55 years old, was on the plane along with his family. There were 7 people in total that were in that plane crash. None of them survived. Greg was there with his wife and their 2 children, daughter Emma and son Ryder. They were the ages of 5 and 14. NASCAR released a statement expressing its condolences and remembering what Greg meant to the sport. This is the statement that NASCAR put out. NASCAR is devastated by the tragic loss of Greg Biffle, his wife Christina, daughter Emma, son Ryder, Craig Wadsworth, and Dennis and Jack Dutton in a fatal plane crash. Greg was more than a champion driver. He was a beloved member of the NASCAR community, a fierce competitor, and a friend to so many. His passion for racing, his integrity, and his commitment to fans and fellow competitors alike made a lasting impact on the sport. On the track, Greg's talent and tenacity earned him championships in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, as well as numerous wins and accolades in the NASCAR Cup Series. Beyond his racing career, he gave of himself for the betterment of our community. Most notably, Greg spent countless hours helping North Carolina's citizens during the disasters that followed Hurricane Helene. His tireless work saved lives. Our thoughts and deepest condolences goes out to Greg's entire family, friends, and all who were touched by his life. He was named one of the 75 greatest drivers. He won 19 NASCAR Cup Series victories. First driver to win championships in both truck, which was in 2000, and Xfinity Series, which was in 2002. May he rest in peace. Again, this is a devastating loss for NASCAR, and the fact that his family was there with him, that makes it even more sad, more tragic. And rest in peace to Greg Biffle and the family and everybody else that was in that plane. Yeah, you hate hearing stuff like that. In other news, we have witnessed 2 crazy NFL games in 40 hours. On Thursday night, you had the Rams and Seahawks. Seahawks with the miraculous comeback to beat the Rams and secure the NFC West Division. And then as of Saturday night, you had the Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears, rivalry game, the Chicago Bears came back and beat the Green Bay Packers 22-16 in overtime. The Chicago Bears, they've been quite a story. They've been quite a story this year. For many Chicago Bear fans, it feels like the 80s all over again. The Bears, they trailed by 10 points in this game. That fourth quarter rally was big time. The Chicago Bears kicker, I believe he's one of the unsung heroes in this game. He made 3 big field goals in this game. Quarterback Caleb Williams, he threw the game-winning 46-yard pass touchdown to DJ Moore to seal the game in overtime. This is the Bears' 11th win of the season. No one, well, I would say no one, but a lot of people did not expect the Bears to reach 11 wins this season. This is what Caleb Williams said on his overtime touchdown pass. I knew it was good. You got that belief, you got that confidence, you got that swagger as an offense. You practice well, you hit plays like that in practice. It was pretty identical to practice. And when you play, and when the play gets called and the moment comes up like that, it's time to go hit it. It's time to go win the game. This is what DJ Moore had to say on the play. Once I saw the defense was one-on-one, I knew Caleb was going to give me a chance with the ball, like he did at practice, and we connected on it. So this offense, they were practicing this week that play, so they knew what they were doing. Caleb Williams leads the NFL with 6 comeback wins after trailing in the fourth quarter, and his 6 winning drives this season extend his record by any Bears starting quarterback since the AFL-NFL merger. He is the only Bears quarterback to throw a touchdown in the final 30 seconds of the fourth quarter and in overtime in franchise history. The kid is making history. He got ice on his veins. That's what you call clutching. The Philadelphia Eagles, they clinched the NFC East after beating the Washington Commanders last night. The Eagles won 29-18. That was the final score. But Washington players, they appear to be, upset about something that happened in the last 4 minutes of the game, I should say. Or when it was 4 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the game. And it probably had to do because the Eagles, they went for a 2-point conversion, which in that situation, that moment, the Eagles pretty much had the game in the bag. And there's that unwritten rule in sports that once you have a comfortable lead and then the team just adds more and more to it, it's like, okay, you're disrespecting the opponent, you're showing up, you're showing off. So it was probably one of those situations. Um, Washington's linebacker Bobby Wagner, former Seattle Seahawk, said it was maybe disrespectful to go for two in that situation, but added, we've still got to stop them. That's how I look at it. Washington, they had a disappointing year. They're 4-11 now. And they will be playing Philadelphia again at Philadelphia for the regular season finale in week 18. But yeah, there were punches being thrown. And then you had Saquon Barkley, who ran towards the situation, the action, but Bobby Wagner stopped him, and they were trying to reason with each other. But yeah, things were getting chippy. But stuff like that happens in sports. Now, college football. Oregon defeated James Madison on Saturday, 51-34 in the first round of the college football playoffs. Oregon Ducks, even though they led 34-6 by halftime, but the Ducks head coach, he wasn't really happy with the second half performance. James Madison, they've had a successful year, 12-2, the first Sun Belt team to reach the college football playoffs. They finished the game with 509 yards on total offense, including 110 yards rushing from Wayne Knight. The Miami Hurricanes, my team, they defeated Texas A&M Aggies, and they will be playing Ohio State for the Cotton Bowl. I'm looking forward to that. Ole Miss, a team that lately has gone through a lot because Lane Kiffin left them for LSU. They dismantled Tulane in the first round, 41-10. And what's so cool about it is that the new Rebels coach, Pete Golding, he walked off the field with his name being chanted by fans at the stadium. That must have felt good. He won his first game as a head coach in the Rebels' first ever college football playoff matchup. The Ole Miss athletic director, Keith Carter, and him, they hugged. So I wish Golding nothing but the best. He's 41 years old. I really hope that he elevates this program to a higher level. Ole Miss won 12 games this season for the first time in history. This is what Golding had to say. To finally be the last voice, it kind of hit me some. And then just more excited for the players, how they responded. Some of those hugs will get you a little bit, Ole Miss, they'll take on the number 3 Georgia on New Year's Day for the All-State Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, and the game will be at 8 p.m. The last time these two teams faced, which was a great game, the Bulldogs defeated the Rebels 43-31, which was in Georgia. And that was the only loss that Ole Miss had this season. So I'm really looking forward to that game. I gotta mention Alabama because Alabama played on Friday. Just 1 second. Well, yeah, Alabama, they beat Oklahoma in the first round. Yeah, Alabama won 34 to 24. So Alabama will play at the Rose Bowl game against number 1 Indiana, which will be Thursday, January 1st at 4 p.m. Yep. Last but not least, talk about some baseball. Shane Baz got acquired by the Baltimore Orioles. I feel like the Orioles have been putting in work this offseason. So they got Pete Alonso and all, they added Shane Baz. I wish the Orioles nothing but the best, but that AL East division is going to be super competitive. But yeah, Munetaka Murakami is one of the top Japanese sluggers who has the attention of many MLB teams. And we have till December 22nd, which will be tomorrow, to see who will get him, where will he land. So somebody's gonna get him soon. This is a guy who hit 56 home runs and won the NPB Triple Crown in 2022, the league in Japan. But I'm really curious to see where he will go. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting week. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Well, guys, that does it for this episode of Sports News Flash at 12. I hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday. Enjoy with your loved ones. I'll see you guys next Sunday for a new episode of Sports News Flash at 12. Be safe. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.